contrast to utilitarianism, Immanuel Kant takes a strict, non-consequentialist view of ethics. For Kant, being ethical means doing our duty to other humans. This duty is fueled by reason and good intentions. For an act to be ethical, it must be logical and it must be motivated by goodwill. The consequences of an action do not matter. Morality is rock solid, and do not lie means do not lie no matter what. Furthermore, morality cannot be based on feelings. Helping someone because you are moved emotionally is not a moral act for Kant. But hating someone and helping them out of a sense of moral duty is a moral act. It has moral worth. To guide us through ethical decisions, Kant gives us the categorical imperative. There are several versions of it. We'll look at two of them. The first version of the categorical imperative says to act only as if your actions could be a universal law. In other words, ask yourself if it would be okay for everyone to do what you want to do. If you want to tell a lie, Kant directs you to ask if it would be okay for anyone to lie whenever they wanted to. If you agree that the world wouldn't work well if everyone lied, then you have found a moral rule that should always be followed. And when Kant says always, he means always. The categorical imperative has no exceptions. Another version of the categorical imperative says to always treat people as ends instead of mere means. In other words, it is always wrong to exploit people for your own purposes. Treat people but with respect, because they are rational. Hey, wait, don't leave yet. There's more. Next we have contractualism, which is morality by agreement. According to T.M. Scanlon, the main purpose of ethics is to justify our actions to those around us, because humans are social beings. Moral views are derived from reasoned argument, and we create our ethics out of what we can agree on. According to contractualism, we do have an obligation to help someone if it would require only a little bit of effort. How much effort is too much effort? Yeah, that's up to you. Finally, we have virtue ethics, which gets its real start from Aristotle back in ancient Greece. According to virtue ethics, rules don't work. What works is to pursue virtues like kindness and bravery, and shun vices like greed and lust. When making moral choices, the thing to do is ask, will doing this make me a good person? Will it develop my character with virtues? The idea here is that by repeating virtuous acts, you can build a virtuous character and take happiness in virtue. If this sounds a bit fuzzy, then consider the character counts programs in public schools. That's virtue ethics. Have you ever seen something like a bumper sticker that says, "What would Jesus do?" That's also virtue ethics, because it directs you to imitate someone with a good character. This has all been pretty quick. Let's recap before moving on to the next chapter on ethics. Egoism says the right thing to do is whatever promotes your long-term interests. Utilitarianism says the right thing to do is whatever creates the most happiness. Kantian ethics says the right thing to do is whatever your reason and goodwill direct you to do, as long as it is okay for everyone to always do what you want to do. Wow. Kant's theory is hard to sum up. Moving on, contractualism says the right thing to do is whatever we can all agree on. Virtue ethics says the right thing to do is whatever helps build good qualities into your personality. These are the basic principles for each theory, and applying any of these theories to everyday life isn't always so easy. Not only that, but some people say all of these theories are deeply flawed. I'll see you in the next chapter, where we will find out what flaws all of these theories have in common.